In an arrangement by Corporal Bert Thomson, Beryl sings that strange and attractive little number that just goes all the way up the scale and then comes all the way down it again. All of a sudden, my heart sings.
All of a sudden, my heart sings when I remember little the way you dance and hold me tight, the way you kiss and say goodnight, the crazy things we say and do, the fun it is with you. Magic thrill that's in your touch. Oh, darling, I love you so much. The secret way you touch my hand, let me know you understand. The wind and rain upon your face, the breathless whirl of your embrace, your little laugh of half surprise, the starlight gleaming in your eyes, remembering all these little things. All of a sudden my heart sings. All of a sudden my heart sings. The secret way you hold my hand, to let me know you understand. The wind and rain upon your face, the breathless whirl of your embrace, your little laugh of half surprise, the starlight gleaming in your eyes, remembering all those little things. All of a sudden my heart sings. All of a sudden my heart sings.
Our instrumental guest in this program is a trumpet man who's one of Britain's best-known band leaders. He hasn't, however, quite made up his mind whether music should be an accompaniment to gags or gags an accompaniment to music, but he usually manages to combine the two in a manner all his own. We're glad to introduce, on his first appearance with the British band of the AEF, Jack Jackson. Jack's chosen the very famous song for his own particular style of treatment today. Musically, it's been arranged for him by Rifleman Jack Coles, but what in actual fact will come out of your loudspeakers now depends entirely on Mr. Jackson himself. Here's a version which I guarantee you've never yet heard of Begin the Beguine. We're glad to welcome once again as our guest someone who's not only created for herself a tremendous reputation in films and the theater on both sides of the Atlantic, but to whom we always go when we want to hear an Irish song sung as an Irish song should be sung. Here is Barbara Mullen.
The nice thing about Irish music is that you don't have to be Irish to like it, although it helps. Now, despite popular belief, we Irish aren't always sad about unrequited love. Listen. I lean off, and that the darling's name is. Through the barony, her features, they were famous. And if we loved her, who was there to blame us? For wasn't she the pride of Petravore? But sure, her beauty made us all so shy. The divil a lad of us could look her in the eye. Boys, oh boys, and that's the reason why we're in mourning for the pride of Petravore. Friday, yes, the fair of Ballintubber, I met McGraw the cattle jobber. I'd like to set me mark upon the robber, for he stole away the pride of Petravore. Sure, he never seemed to see the girl at all, even when she ogled him from underneath her shawl. And looking big and masterful when she was looking small, 'twas most provoking for the pride of Petravore. I lean off, me heart is grown grey ever since the day he won the car away. I lean off, there's good fish in the sea, but there's no one like the pride of Petravore. Boys, oh boys, with fate is hard to grapple. Of me eye, sure 'tis Eileen was the apple. And now to see her walk into the chapel with the hardest featured man in Petravore. But now, lads, this is all I have to say. When ye do your courting, let ye make no display. If ye want us to run after ye, let ye run the other way. For we're mostly like the pride of Petravore. I lean off, me heart is growing grey ever since the day he won the car away. I lean off, there's good fish in the sea, but there's no one like the pride of Petravore. As a matter of fact, if you really want to hear unrequited love the way it ought to be treated, this last song of mine will give you the answer. Farewell to cold winter, summer's come at last. Nothing have I gained, but my true love I have lost. I'll sing and I'll be happy like the birds up in the tree. For since he went and left me, I care no more for he. Let him go, let him tarry, let him sink or let him swim. He doesn't care for me and I don't care for him. He can go and find another, and I hope she brings him